What's up, YouTube? It's the Console Samurai. And on New Year's Eve, me and my wife went out and we saw Star Wars The Force Awakens. And don't worry, I'm not going to spoil anything for you guys. The previous 2 weeks before we had seen it, me and my wife did everything in our power to avoid spoilers. We were very careful. We read, very careful what we watched online. And hell, we even walked away from friends in the middle of conversation because they were starting to talk about the movie and we didn't want any spoilers. And the fact that we had no spoilers when we went in, I feel, is part of the reason we enjoyed it so much. So I don't want to take that away from anyone. Now, me and my wife have always been big Star Wars fans, ever since we were little kids and we were first exposed to the movies. Um, my wife has always been much more the light side. I am definitely much more the dark side. That seems to be the way it is with everything. Everything, always, no matter what. Um, but going into it, because we were such big Star Wars fans, we both had really high expectations. Even more so, given the fact that J.J. Abrams was directing this new trilogy and is also, I believe, writing it, if memory serves. Um, knowing that he was a good director and seeing what he did with Star Trek and how much I like the new Star Trek movies more than I like the original ones, and knowing that he had a even bigger passion for Star Wars than he did for Star Trek, I really had very high expectations, and J.J. Abrams actually met and exceeded my expectations because there was an element, there was a little bit of a doubt in my mind. I wasn't going and going, oh, it's Star Wars, it's going to be amazing. There's no way they could fail. There's plenty of ways they could have failed. Disney bought it. Disney could have screwed it up. Um, Not that Disney has screwed up everything, but Disney could have screwed it up. Um, the fact that I knew that they wanted to pay tribute to all the previous movies, I was worried that there was going to be too much tribute to the previous movies and not enough of its own identity, and that the movie would really just become a parody of itself, which it turned out to be not at all, because J.J. Abrams and the crew, they did an amazing job of everything, with creating brand new characters and actually bringing the old characters that are established into the same universe. And it does really feel a lot, it feels very much in line with the original trilogy, which I know makes a lot of people happy because a lot of people didn't like the prequels. I actually kind of did like the prequels, but I like the originals too. I know a lot of people are going to be happy with the way that this one feels because the elements and the environments and the characters and the story very reminiscent of the original trilogy. Partly also because four members of the original trilogy are in this movie. Han, Chewie, Luke, Leia, they're in there, but it's not about them anymore. It's kind of just more of a passing the torch kind of thing to the new generation, which is great because the new generation, this new generation of Star Wars primary characters is great. They really are very well developed characters. The actors did a great job, and they developed them in down to the most minute detail. If you take a look at Kylo Ren, the primary antagonist of this movie, um, his lightsaber is the one that we saw, the cross-bladed lightsaber with the two little things that stick out on the side. We found out that's not actually decorative and it's not for protection, really. It's actually, those are vents. Those are vents for the crystal inside the lightsaber, because the crystal inside Kylo Ren's lightsaber is so fractured and under so much stress and so much about to explode at any moment that it needs these vents to let everything out. And that is a perfect mirror of Kylo Ren and who he is under the helmet. Now, again, I'm not going to spoil anything with how anything goes at all, but that's just a minor character detail that actually really impressed me. And there are some really good lightsaber battles. They didn't go the way I would have liked them to, and there weren't quite as many. There weren't quite as many as I would have liked, but I do enjoy lightsaber battles, and I was hoping for at least one more. But hopefully, in the future, we'll see more. Now, Finn, the black stormtrooper we saw, he was very well developed. He actually has a really good personality as well as Rey does, and BB-8, the droid that we saw all the droids we know and love. We saw them all. But BB-8, the new droid, the one that is kind of basketball shaped, and we've seen him in every trailer, in every promo, and everything that has to do with Force Awakens. He is the new droid mascot, apparently, of this trilogy. For an inanimate object with no head and no face, he's incredibly expressive, and he made me laugh so many times. And that's just another one of the minor details. And The movie in and of itself was great. All the parts you were supposed to laugh at, you laughed at. There was plenty of cheesy, emotional moments. There was plenty of fun moments, plenty of exciting moments, plenty of funny moments. So it really was a great movie. And if you like Star Wars, especially if you like the original trilogy, definitely go check this out whenever you can, because I know it's still sold out in a lot of places. But it was a really good movie. Tell me what you think, though, without any spoilers. Did you like the movie? Did you not like the movie? Either way, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Once again, I am the Console Samurai, and I'll see you around.